Welcome today in episode number 8 in the series Insights at the Lighthouse. I'm cheating today. As you can see, I'm at the ocean, and if you followed along, you would also know what beach this is, the hippie beach. The question of the day is, what made me walk through Europe? And that has been the hardest question to answer, because another question is also part of this is, how do you follow your intuition? How do you follow this calling? How do you follow your intuition? What kind of answer can you give to that? Some years ago, I was in Vermilion, Ohio, to visit my other hometown that I have in the world, where I once lived when I was 17, 18. I visited my host family again and my friends there. And I remember I was walking out to the Lake Erie, which was right by the place I lived back then. And I was contemplating stuff like I do. Contemplating decisions and following your heart and stuff. And I concluded that we make decisions with our heart, with our head. Because when we follow our heart, we just follow it. We follow it. So when there is enough of an energetic pull, enough of an energetic emotion, whatever that might be, we follow that more than making a decision. And that is my conclusion. On the 7th of June this year, I walked out to the ocean. I had done that once before within the last month of walking and processing my new change, a new way of life, a new change in my life. And when I got out there was a voice that just told me, or asked me, why don't you walk from Denmark to Santiago? And it made me smile. It made me feel inspired. And then I met my parents out there for lunch, and I shared what had happened. This idea that came to me, this epiphany. And when I shared it, it's funny how things change or how things develop, or when we share things with others, that's when it really becomes real. Like Christopher McCandless says so beautifully in the movie and story Into the Wild, in his diary. And it made me really feel a body emotion, like an emotional, and I smile, like genuinely I didn't do anything, it just came through me like inspiration, pure inspiration and joy. And my parents could tell that this meant something to me. And 2 weeks later, I started walking through Europe, walking through Denmark. After that, through the northwest part of Germany, through the southern part of Belgium for a week, and through top to bottom of France, and the French way of the Camino that led me here to Finisterre. Throughout the time, I felt pulled to go here, felt pulled to walk. Every morning when I was about to walk, I felt like something was pulling me, saying, Gideon, you need to get up and walk now to make it here. And the entire journey, I have felt pulled by something else. When people have asked me, during the trip, especially at the end part of my trip here on the French Camino, and especially here at the end in Finisterre, what made you walk? It's been the same answer. I don't know. Something has pulled me. It was a calling, an energetic pull that made me take all these millions of steps to get to this point. And when I look back right now, it's like, it's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I don't believe it. When I look at my videos, yeah, I know that I did it, but it just seems very unreal that I walked this entire way. And it feels unreal because I really don't feel that I did this. And I can say that because I don't feel I made the decision to do it. You know, that day just filled me up with energy and inspiration, and the entire trip and journey has just made me see that I've been pulled here. You know, I really didn't do much. And that doesn't mean that it was not hard or all this stuff. And as you've seen, I've been very angry and upset and challenged, but I was pulled here. I can't see anything else. And my answer to the question of what made me go out on this trip, that is the answer. And then the answer is to the question of how do you follow your intuition? How do you follow your heart? How do you whatever. And I think it's really important to just ask yourself what makes you follow what's right for you. You know, I think it's really important to understand that we can make conscious decisions, and I think it's important to do so, especially in a time where I'm talking in a general way where normally we could make decisions based on, or we should make decisions based on all these many options that we have in our life, you know, and hopefully that will continue. And I think the most important thing is to choose one thing for a period of time. I've been blessed that something made the decision for me regarding this trip. Of course, I had to find my gear and buy some odds and ends of what I needed and stuff. But at the core of everything, I didn't really feel I did this. I really don't feel I did this. Something else pulled me. I was the channel. I was the tool, whatever. I don't know how else I can explain it. And I don't really care if people believe me or not. I am convinced that I was pulled based on how everything has gone. And now I'm here at one of my favorite places in the world. If it's not, maybe it is my favorite place. It's full of nature, full of peace. You can always find a peaceful corner here, always. So I think that's it. Follow your heart rather than make a decision to follow it. And there was a pilgrim here. I think I can mention her name. Her name was Erica. She was a bit in a difficult state of what to do. How to open her heart. And I've mentioned this to a few people, and I think that we are sometimes struggling with what's important for us, what is special to us, and I think a way to ignite the fire inside or ignite the inspiration inside to follow what is important for us. Start a list and write down a list of maybe 100 things. 100 things that you would love to do in your life. Love to experience, people you would love to meet, be around, doesn't matter. There's no limits. Put down 100 things. It could be as little as I want to drink this particular beer. You know, my list I have, like, I want to drink a shot of alcohol or a shot of vodka, even though I don't drink on the Red Square in Moscow, because I think it would be a cool thing to do. And I also have, like, I want to kiss a really beautiful woman on the Chinese wall, the wall of China, Now I would like to hike in Patagonia, and there's a lot of these things. And I think what I realized when I wrote down this list of 100 things, which has more than 100 things on it now, I realized what was important for me, what inspired me. And I don't think you should do this to necessarily force yourself to do all of them, but to see what is actually important to you, what ignites your fire, what makes you laugh, or what makes you smile, what makes you feel inspired or loved, or you know, it can also be what I do for others, you know, on that list. You know, I want to help somebody get back on their feet in their life. Maybe a homeless man sitting there. What if I can help him get back on his feet? You know, what an incredible gift that would be to the world and to him. You know, it can be anything. So I think that's something that could be worthwhile doing, to see what will you follow your heart by writing things that are important to you. So I think that's my answer for the day. I hope you will continue to watch, subscribe, and tick off the bell so you know when the next videos come up. And then I'll just want to wish you a well and safe journey in your life, wherever you are. And all I can say is focus on where you are. Be present with your breath, in nature if you can. I've realized now that the only gift, and it's not right now I realize that, but I am confirmed now that the only gift I can give, the core, main, and most important gift I can give to myself during these times is inner peace. And that's also the gift I will then give to the world. There is nothing else for me to do right now during this time. That's what I'm following right now. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you'll follow the next days, and we look forward to share more insights from my trip. And if you have anything you want me to touch on, just leave a comment and I will be sure to see if I can add that in the videos. If you want to know something about my trip, it could be anything, so just let me know. Be well and safe. Until next time. Ciao.